Hey, what is up, guys? This is Trevor, back again with a more Dark Souls, DS3. So in the last episode, we kind of went through all the beginnings, and we beat our first boss, you could say. So now we're going to head over into the next area, but first, I might as well rest, get everything back. And we will head over to the undead settlement now. I mean, these views are just so insane. That's why I love these Dark Souls games. Alright, well that was a cool little cutscene. Some little goblin guys flew us down from the castle. So here we go. Large soul. Yeah, and again, just to be kind of clear, this is just like a playthrough, so I'm probably going to end up missing some pieces of loot. I tried to get everything, but if you notice and see something that I missed, feel free to comment. Knowledge is power. Alright, well I'll let the dogs kill those dudes. Nice. Oh, the alluring skull. So basically those are like, if you want to attract certain enemies, you just toss them, and sometimes they work. Another homeward bone. These are all pilgrims. This is a pretty cool little scene right here.
Please, grant me death. Undo my shackles.
Oh shit, okay. What up, dude?
Oh, then it's true. A champion of Ash as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Yol of Londo, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained. Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use.
Yeah, sure. Bring it on, dude.
I am honored, truly. I should be dead, yet you have granted me purpose anew. I, Yol of Londo, do solemnly swear myself to you.
Alright, cool. So now he'll be back at the Firelink Shrine. And he's he can also do this thing with the Dark Sigil, where if you die a few times, you can go to him and get free levels. But there's like a drawback that I'm pretty sure it's you stay hollow until you heal. Or something like that. I'm loving this claymore though. Alright, into the settlement. Okay, and before we start our journey, we're gonna go back. hopefully level up a little bit here. Alright, so let's just check our inventory. What else we got here? I'm gonna sell some of this armor and stuff that I'm not gonna end up using. All right, cool. So we got that. And then we will go and get some levels.
Very well. Then Haken.
And I'm gonna keep on pumping stuff into strength. And then, alright, we got 15, 57. Wonder if we can upgrade.
Ah, just good, wasn't he?
Alright, Titanite shard. Don't have enough yet. And, oh, here's our little guy. Gonna go say what's up to him.
Oh, hello, and in one piece. Whatever triggers daughter.
And he's our little thief. So we can send him to get stuff out after we've already gone through an area. Alright.
Goodbye.
And then, just for good measure, there's Yoel over there in the corner. We'll go talk to him a little later. And I don't think we can buy Titanite yet on the site. I already forgot about that. Yeah, so we got to get some ashes before we can unlock what she's got. Just talk to Hawkwood, see what's good. Alright, nothing new from him. Alright, so we'll head back to the settlement and we'll kind of start our walkthrough there. Or not walkthrough, but our playthrough. And I'm not really putting sections, you know, per video. It's just going to be more like, you know, what I feel is a decent spot to stop. So we can kind of keep things linear and, you know, we're not all over the place. Alright, there we go. There we go. Trying to ambush me. Alright. Pear powder, always useful. Alright. Now. Okay. Loretta's bone. Okay, that's gonna be not super important, but it helps take our storyline with the thief a little farther. Use the fire barrels, man. They can be very, very useful. Just make some quick work of enemies. Alright. I hate fighting these big sorceresses, witches, whatever you want to call them. This might be a dumb way to use the fire bombs, but I don't even care. Hey, we got one back. I'm loving the one-hit strikes on these, oh. There we go. And sometimes they just are too quick with their poking. That's the shard. Nice. We'll take those all day. Alright. And an ember. Alright, cool. there's gonna be guys waiting around corners and all that kind of stuff throughout this entire area. You know, if it would have dropped down there, there's a dude right there. So we'll take this way. Right. Oh yeah, I remember I can pop down there. And these guys aren't really that hard to kill, you know, the little cage guys. But if you want to make it really easy to kill them, all you have to do is get something that like stabs, not slash, and it'll do really quick damage. Ah, Warrior of Sunlight. There we go. Sunbro. Yeah, that's one of the coolest Dark Souls lore. And we'll take our Estus soup. Get our free heal. Okay. And we got this guy right here. So yeah, like I was saying, the Claymore does enough damage on its own, but like with the Mail Breaker, this is more of like a, not really, that's a slash motion. Yeah, this has got to be a stab. Oh, still. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, so pretty good damage either way. I'm just gonna stick with the Claymore, just because that's my go-to for now. So I'm gonna drop down there. Nice. Drop down. There we go. It's funny, even after, you know, not playing this game for a while, you know, sometimes some little tricks. Alright, cool. So we cleared this hallway. We will head down this way, and as you can see, up on that bridge, there's another fatty waiting to shoot some spells at us. So we'll go down here, kill this guy, kill this guy. You can see that's like a poison drain health. Alright, so can we lure that guy out of here? The whip. The whip. Cool whip. And if we go down over here. Titanite, alright, right on. We'll take that. Help us, oh, I thought I one-shot it. Get out of here. Alright. God, that's creepy as hell. Oh, come on. Why didn't you let me jump? That's annoying. And we gotta get our crystal lizard. And look, I'm not trying to fight Hodrick right now because we want to be able to get into his covenant. So I am just gonna try to avoid that right now. Like I said, I think this is just like a rusted coin, but I want it. Alright, cool. Yeah, Hodrick, get out of here, dude. Come on. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to fight you. Get out of here. Alright. And so basically the route I'm going to take for this is I'm going to head this way. And we are going to get Onion Bros. Oh, I got to get the stupid key. Dang, that's annoying. Alright, we'll go from there. Because Hodrick's gonna invade again since we're, yeah, that's really annoying. Alright, well, let's at least get the ashes and some of the loot while we're over here. Because there's gonna be a spear throwing guy who's gonna murder us. That's why some of this stuff I'm just gonna come back later. Oh, that does so much damage. Oh, are you kidding me, dude? Well, that's unfortunate. Kind of a bust to die right there. But Dark Souls will get you, man. That's how it is. Alright, well now since we're not, we're hollow now, so Hodrick won't invade. So much. They have insane, like, they do not get, like, staggered when you hit them at all. And they cause bleed. Yeah, just not fun enemies to fight. Alright, so we're going back here. Hopefully we can avoid the spear. I guess not. This is like amateur hour, man. Oh my god. I gotta at least act like I played this game. Oh my gosh. This is brutal. We got the cleric set. And we are getting the ashes. We are getting the hell out of this part. Because that is very frustrating. Oh, man. I made that about as difficult as possible. Okay, and since we got the ashes, we are going to go back and give them to our merchant lady. And then we will have some new inventory.
Ah, well met. How may...
Give the umbral ash,
Gracious.
mortician's ashes.
Passing fine ash thou'st given. Let this ash bestow nourishment. I only hope these new wares content thee.
Alright, cool. So now we can buy... Yeah, we'll get the grave key because that opens that little section for us. We still can't buy Titanite. That's pretty annoying, to be honest. But
Ashen one.
if we go over here, since we picked up Loretta's bone, we can talk to him
hello, you're back and in one piece.
and bum him out a bunch.
Heavens, she was already dead. Thank you. I'm not surprised, though. Almost a relief, really. You can keep the ring as, well, a little trinket of thanks, I suppose.
Yeah, sorry, man. Didn't mean to be the bearer of bad news there.
Goodbye.
Alright. And we definitely, I think we needed 6 Titanite the last time to increase our weapons, so we're not going to bother with that. But we will go get some more Estus by leveling up our flask.
Wasn't he?
There we go. Alright, so now I think we're at 6. And we'll see that number go up once I sit at the bonfire. And then we'll also, okay, there we go, 6. And then we will burn the bone shard. And that gives us like a Estus bonus, kind of like when we, you know, use a flask, it gives us more. Alright, so we're going back to the bridge. Alright, and then, you know what I want to get though, is I gotta grab one of those white branches from over here. So we'll just kill this dude again. I don't even remember what these guys are called. Good kill, good kill. Alright, no loot. Alright. We just gotta get one right white branch and we'll be good. Come on. Alright, there we go. Come back for the rest of this crap later. Because the white branch is what we're going to need to give to that giant dude throwing spears. And then, once you do that, then he will be your friend. And the spears will not be able to hurt you. They just hurt the enemies. And if I remember right, he helps you out in later areas, too. It's really random. I can't remember which areas exactly he's there, but... And we use the grave key. What the hell? Where do I get that key from? I guess I gotta go all the way around to the other side then. That's annoying. Well, hey. Playing this again for the first time in a lot of years, so... Oh, dude. That's so annoying. Okay. Come on, man. And there's a red eye in here, but... Okay. Let's go ahead and get this over here. A scythe. The shovel or whatever. Cool. Alright, so now when we go through this way... See, when we go through there, that big, ugly-looking tree thing in the corner, that is the next boss. And that is also where we get the transposing kiln to make boss weapons. So something that's pretty cool, useful. Alright, so then we'll go through here. And our goal is to get up to the top of some of these, one of those buildings over there. Come on, I don't want to fight you. God, I hate these things so much. Alright, so right now, let's at least just get this area open. Here, annoying dog. Rats. The only thing that's good about rats is they will sometimes drop a soul, which I think is worth like 1,000, so it's at least a little something for your trouble. And then there's the big rat down here, and he drops a ring of some kind. I can't remember which one. A blood bite. Okay. So, you know, I'll throw on every ring we get. That's, like, you know, useful until we can start getting, you know, stacks. Alrighty, cool. So we'll go here, and we will unlock it from this side, and now these areas are connected. So then, I will rest, get our Estus back. And we are going to go get the next NPC that we will send back to Firelink. But remember, these guys respawn. Yeah. Cool, nothing. And we're going to go right in here with the grave key. In this shrine, the loincloth is where you request, or, you know, absolution, dissolution. So if you, like, accidentally hit an NPC and they want to kill you now, if you come back here, I can't remember if you got to pay for it in Souls, but it's how you can get them to get off your ass, basically. Alright, and all these skellies down here we're not really going to bother with. And then I'm pretty sure one of those dudes falls down and tries to kill you, like the bleeder guys. Let's just get this crystal lizard. There we go. Yeah, right there. I knew it. He falls from like up in that corner, I think. Alright, cool. So now we don't gotta watch our backs. And then, can't forget this guy, so we're gonna equip our bow. Yeah, even though we can't use it with our stats, or whatever. It's good enough to at least knock stuff down. Okay. And we get the blessed red and white shield. I'll throw it on for the aesthetic, why not? We're not even really using our shield. And this is just a room full of rats. You know, it's not really worth... I mean, unless you want to just milk the souls, you know, that's cool too. I'm just going to get past it. Alright, cool. So we're done here. And here we go. Here's our next NPC.
Who is there? Someone there? Anyone? Oh, please, whoever you are, touch me.
She wants you to touch her.
The dark surrounds me, nibbles at my flesh. Little creatures, they never stop biting. So please, hold out your hand and touch me.
And we will oblige.
Ah, yes, there you are. So close, indeed. Then I am not entirely alone, just yet. Praise the merciful gods above.
Alright, we got our new emote.
Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Karim. I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper. Your touch has freed me from the darkness. You are a champion, then. I am weak and unfit to tend the flames. But if it would not trouble you, might I enter into your service instead?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, sweet champion. I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Karim, solemnly swear to serve you.
Alright, and there we go. We got Karim now, and she sells like sorcery or blessings. So, you know, if you're like a healer or that kind of deal, she's pretty useful. I am just going to try to get every NPC possible, just because it's fun that way. And this is her, like, bodyguard, protector guy.
Another one of those unkindled, are you? All you faceless undead, behaving as if you deserve respect. Now you've gone and rescued the wench. How very quaint. Pitying creatures that are beyond help. Very well. I'm sick of looking after her at any rate. I'm Egon, a knight of Karim. I am allied to you for as long as you assure the girl's safety. And only for that long. What's the matter? I am allied to you and
Okay, so I'm pretty sure later on in the game we can call him or like summon him and he'll help us kill something. Can't remember which exact boss fight he's there for, but... And this is kind of a tricky one. I want to see if we can do this here. Does it fall off? Yes, we got it. Alright, nice. And this is a pretty useful ring, actually. The stone plate. that really helps out with our fire damage, you know. Alright, we'll go back and clear those guys in a minute. I just want to get this giant out of the way. Hey, there he is, Onion Bro. I love this dude.
Oh, pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegwart of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow? Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up, and that's just the trouble. This lift only goes down, you see, and... well, that doesn't get me anywhere. This lift with...
Okay. So with this lift then, since if you get on it right now, it's just going to take you down, and that'll be to the next area, but we want to do everything here first. So we are going to simply activate it and get off of it, and then it will bring down the top lift. Alright, there we go. And then this will take us up to the giant. And we can offer our token of friendship. Alright, here we are. So we get our little soul. And here we go. What up, bro?
Who are you?
Make
I
peace.
help anytime.
Alright.
I help anytime.
Okay, so we got our guy. Now, like I said, those arrows, spears, whatever you want to call them, will not hurt us, just the enemies. So now, what I want to do is we are going to take this and pop here. And this will be our next dialogue with Sigurd. And you see that dragon down there, or demon? Yeah, demon, I think is what they're called.
Ah, oh, don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried. But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift. On some days, I went up the tower. Anyhow, do you see that? That humongous beast? I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl. Now, think twice before you go down that road. I could try talking... No, I've got...
Okay, so not too much, informative dialogue, but if we go down here and we start this fight, then Sigurd will automatically pop down and help us. And honestly, I like to help in the fight just because it's, that's the whole point of playing the game, is to kill stuff. Come on.
No!
Yes.
You should have waited!
Go get him, Sigurd.
Well, it's too late now. I, Siegward of the Knights of Katarina, fight by your side!
I remember in the other games, if you, at least some of those bosses, if you cut their tails off, you can get like a hammer or something out of it, or a spear. That does not work with this guy. Sorry, bro. Alright, nice. So we killed it. And we got our fire jump. And And then we will go talk to Sigurd.
That was quite a performance. But you mustn't get in over your head. We unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast to make.
Hey, Siegbrow.
To your valor, my sword, and our victory together. Long may the sun shine.
Warrior of sunlight. There we go. Toast.
Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
Alright, so that exhausts his dialogue right there. And we will see him later on. I really like doing his quest line, it's pretty fun. And then, I think he helps in the Yorm the Giant fight, if I remember right. If you complete his quest line, he'll be there to help you fight him. Large club. And then we will go get some droppable stuff. Alright. Pale Tongue, that's for a Covenant. I can't remember which one. And I think this is just the, yeah, so the same armor we have on. Throughout the game, you get each set of starting armor if you get all the loot. So, alright, over here, and like all this stuff just screams trap. Red bug pellet, you know, is fire, you know, fire shield kinda. And you know, obviously this is a trap. They're gonna drop down as soon as you get that. So we'll just run past those dudes because they're annoying. And they won't really follow you. Again, I hate these dogs so much. Kill them. And why not? Quick 48 souls, whatever. Alright, then these guys are going to drop down when you open this chest. High resin. And this is really annoying. These things, I hate them so much. Oh, nice. Okay, usually they always knock me off of the thing and kill me. But alright, cool. So that went smoothly. And we got our Flynn's ring. And I'll check that out once I get over here. Alright, so now we're making our way. We finished that whole area, so now we're making our way back down. And we'll get another homeward bone. Alright. So basically what Flynn's ring is lowering our equipment load, increases attack. So, I mean, our equipment load's pretty high right now, to be honest. So, I mean, it doesn't decrease attack, you know, with our stuff. So, I'll throw it on there. Why not? Okay. Yes, Chloranthy ring. Anyone who's played the Dark Souls, you know, knows what the Chloranthy ring is about. And yeah, we'll replace Flynn's ring with that. So now our stamina gets a boost, which is always useful. Alright. Okay, so then when we pop down here, we are right back where we started on this side. So again, I hate fighting those things, so I'm gonna try to just skate along the side here. And then we are gonna go up here. Oh, you're following me, dude? They make the weirdest noises, like. Alright, pop right over here. And something's gonna drop down, or pop up, whatever. I hate these little assassin guys. pots are extra annoying. They can throw those at you, and they hurt. And they stagger you, and the whole thing, so. Player clutch ring. So, I mean, yeah, we're not, that's really useful. I mean, that's like a staple if you're a pyromancer, but we are not, so we're not really gonna have a use for it this game. That's the other thing I love about Dark Souls 2 is there's so many different cool builds. Oh, you can throw this away too? What are you doing, man? Because there's so many different builds for, you know, different styles of playthrough, and like there's all this cool. Oh, come on. Oh. Alright, come on, where's the guy who drops down over here? There's just so much variety, you know what I mean? That's what I love about the Souls series is, you know, obviously, oh, it doesn't open from this side. That's so annoying. I forgot about that. All right, well, what we're going to do is drop down here. And we are going to get our Titanite shard. I think we need 2 more, maybe, until we can upgrade. Eventually, once we get, I think, another set of ashes, we can buy them, so that's going to be a lot easier. And we'll rest at this bonfire. Alright. And then pop up here. Kill these guys. Alrighty, and then this is our, speaking of pyros.
Aha, unkindled, are we? Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, an old pyromancer. A crow in his cage, as you see now. But here we are, an encounter for the ages. I hear the unkindled make for fine vessels. Care to learn some pyromancies from this old man?
And even though we're not a pyromancer, well, we'll take it. And he will be back at Firelink now. And we'll get a hand axe. Okay, so now that we've done all of that, this area is pretty much cool. So what I'm going to do is go down here again, rest at this bonfire. Go to the undead settlement, the first one. Alright, cool. And we're basically gonna just do a real quick pop over and open that door so we can connect these areas. And then we're going to go over this way next. But first, we'll clear this area. You know, it's not like these guys are hard to kill. They're just really annoying. Okay. Get our large soul. And then y'all can see this assassin dude. He'll drop down. Do a quick work with him. I'm going to open this area. Alright, cool. So now we are connected to over here, and there's our other bonfire. So we'll go back this way. And then this area is not too hard, but it's just really annoying. Just because these guys pop out everywhere. down. Cool. Come on, man. I'm just gonna go kill this guy real quick so he's not sniping us. Cool. Alrighty, so then we'll drop down here. Because that's the bait. They put the little shitty fading soul right there. Expect you to run up and get it and then get mobbed. Get our plank shield, and then we are going to get...
Another Nana disappeared. The Grunton carries a cage. He ever has his cage. And Nana's never coming back. So come into the cage and become Nana's shade. Another Nana disappeared.
So, a very weird encounter. I really don't know what this guy is even here for. I guess it's just one of those, like, you talk to him to get validated, I guess, or something. But the real reason we're over here is to join the Mound Makers. So that's why you don't want to kill Hodrick the first time he invades you. Because then you will not be able to join him. At least that's what I've remember. So then we pop down here. And this guy, normally we'd want to kill him. And I know it seems very weird, but we are going to pop in his cage. Alright, so he kind of just tossed us in the cage down here. And we will go over here, and this is Hodrick. So we'll get our wooden shield.
Well, what's up? This pit is for hollows, not for the likes of you sane folk. Or perhaps you are a hollow, posing as otherwise?
I guess, yeah.
Yes, yes. Then we're just fine. It's important to know who you are. But we'll all be mad soon enough. And should you be undead, well, all the more so. Beware. The shackles of the gods are fragile. You might need this. Etch it on your heart if you feel your sanity slipping.
Alright, and that is the Mound Maker's Covenant.
Come here to pile up your victims, for that will form your anchor. You'll see when you go mad. They'll be your family. You'll go mad one day, but not today. Take my advice. Use this bone and leave this place.
Okay.
This pit is for hollows. And for the... You've better... This pit, you've...
Alright, there we go. So, now... We don't have any vertebra shackles, but we will acquire them throughout our journey. So then we're going to use our homeward bone and get the hell out of here. And we're going to go to the shrine. Alright.
Welcome, speak. Very well, then taken.
And we're gonna do... I want to see how much dex I need to use the bow. Not even that we're doing a dex build, but it would be nice to be able to snipe some guys. 14 dex, alright, so literally 1 point. That's not bad at all.
Very well, then taken.
Alright, so we'll get our... Now we can use our bow, and then we are gonna update our... Give our health a little bump. Oh, and I'm so close to being able to get another level. So that's why you kind of save reserve souls, you know, just for if you're super close to getting a level, or
Welcome. Very well. Then take.
Alright, we'll get one more to health.
Farewell, Ashen.
Alright, yeah, we got a nice little bump in the health bar for that one. Alright. So now we will go to... Where do I want to go? Sorry if you can hear my fan in the background, it's just humid as hell out here. Okay, and now, yeah, this is a good shot for me to show you how the, the arrows and stuff from the giant won't affect us anymore. Alright. Yeah, so now these will just get sniped off by, there we go. He won't even aim for us, so that's pretty cool, useful. I mean, in all honesty, you get like nothing for it. If you really wanted to, you could sit here and farm souls, I guess. It would only take you forever. Only 60 a pop. Come on, get these two. Yeah, I mean, hey, whatever strategy you want to take is what it is. So we are going to go get the last loot of this area, and then we are going to fight the boss, and then we are going to call it an episode. So let's go get at least the last loot that I know of. Like I said, if you guys have any ideas, or stuff that I missed, please, drop it in the comments, and I will go back and get it, because I do read, I'll read everything that's sent, so. Yeah, and I mean, the whole reason people play video games, other than kind of escapism is, you want to have a community. So, if you guys have any, cool stories or stuff you want to talk about, feel free to drop it down and let's make some friends. Yes, this is what I'm talking about with the pot throwing guys. I hate these dudes so much. Alright. Our soul. So I don't want to get cornered. That's embarrassing. Alright, well that's annoying. So basically the only loot that's left over there is the alluring skull, but I gotta at least go get my souls back because I feel pretty embarrassed about that. Usually a soul's rule of thumb is don't chase souls, but if it's literally, if you're not embered up, it's worth it. Just go back and get them. Quick 2,000 souls back. Come on, get in here, dog. Hellhound. Idiot. And see, this is kind of a little useful. Normally I'd go in there with brute force, but oh, and I forgot I can only take hour-long videos on PS5. So, God, the pot guy is killing me, man. Will they run off the bridge if I roll myself this way? No, they're actually smart. Or AI smart, I guess. Oh, that's so bad. Alright. So, let's just go up and get our souls real quick, and then... That's... stupid loot. And then, so I guess the next episode we'll go for the boss then. Oh, did he jump off? Nice. Does he die? Oh, that'd be some cool free souls, but alrighty, whatever. So we'll go down here. I know the dog's down here somewhere, I think. Yeah, so probably eating the rat skulls. Alright, cool. So solid episode. We got a lot done. And, you know, pretty much this whole area is clear now. So we are just going to go and set ourselves up for the boss fight. So there we go. Alrighty. So in the next episode, we'll be taking down the Rotting Greatwood, I believe is what it's called. And I'll see you guys there. Thanks for tuning in.